All right, welcome everybody to our August Fierce Oilers call. This topic is fall back into a healthy routine. So we're going to talk about all sorts of great tips for this upcoming season. They're tips that can be from young to old. All right, so you can apply to all sorts of different ages, and you get to hear from 9 amazing people tonight. And none of them are me, so I bet you're super excited about that. So I'm really looking forward to this. We're going to just get rolling right away, and I'm going to pass it right off to Heidi Brum, who is sharing with us her wonderful knowledge. So Heidi, you go ahead and take it away.
Oh, I have to unmute myself. I don't know, I just look like really tan in this video and I have no idea what's going on with my lighting, so I'm orange for some reason. But yes, we always talk about the oils, so being so amazing. And can you guys hear me okay? Okay. They can do so many miraculous things in our bodies, and that's true. Of course, that's true, but they can do so much more faster when they have the proper building blocks in place. I cannot function without this Lifelong Vitality Pack as my foundation. They're truly holistic. I love them. So I want to show everyone how they can leverage the Lifelong Vitality Pack as their daily 60-second solution to be, think, and feel their best as a modern day human in a modern day world. So would it be okay if I took like just under 5 minutes to do that for you guys today? I've had to really cut it down for Amy's sake. It was a good challenge. Perfect. So let's talk about the first item. First of all, this is a trio pack. It comes in a box. There's 3 parts to this pack, so I'm going to be talking about each one. The first one is the Microplex VMZ. So the V stands for vitamins and the M stands for minerals. So that's pretty easy to remember. And I'm not sure if you know this, but every single process in your body, from digestive things to detoxification to hormone creation to brain function, it's all done by vitamins and minerals. So this part of the trio helps you to be at your best because it gives you enough vitamins and minerals to be a modern day human in a modern day environment. And I say that because most of us are actually vitamin and mineral deficient. Isn't that crazy to think about? Like, we have all this abundance around us, and we should be able to get what we need from our food, but our food supply is so poor. It's lacking the proper nutrients and vitamins and minerals, and it's been like over the last hundreds of years that this has changed. So yes, organic food has more nutrition. I want to be clear about that. But the Scientific American, that's an online journal, they published an article that modern day food is so depleted that if we took like an orange, for example, back from our grandparents' time and compared it with today, it would actually take 8 oranges to make up that same amount of nutrition. So that's a big difference, right? Even on my best day, if I were to meet my daily requirement of the 9 to 12 servings of fruits and vegetables, and if I stopped taking my Vitality Pack, it wouldn't take long for me to start showing signs of deficiency just because there's that lack of nutrients. So if you're not sleeping well, if you're stressed out, if you're stiff and sore, lacking energy, having digestive issues, mood swings, cravings, or sick all the time, this is your wall of protection. This is your insurance policy because, and I actually learned this was new to me, you get the vitamin and mineral equivalency of 12 servings of fruits and vegetables with the full dose. Okay, so this product is going to help you close that nutritional gap so you can stay on top of your physical and mental game and just be the incredible human that you are. Okay, so that's the first part. The second one is the Z-Omega. So the Z-Omega, this is doTERRA's essential fatty acid complex. We have to put these in our body. Our bodies can't make these. We have to get them from an external source. And our brains are 80% fat, so they need these fatty acids. They are essential as a clean fuel for our brain and neurological functions, to support our mood, to support our mental sharpness, and they are also key in nourishing the cardiovascular system and the joints. So if you're having headaches, joint pain and discomfort, brain fog, lack of focus, or cognitive function, depressive moods, or behavioral issues, this part will be key in nourishing your brain and your body. So this part helps you think and function at your best. Okay, there's also 9 essential oils in here that support your body and your brain, but they also act like a natural preservative, so you don't have to refrigerate these and you won't get those nasty fish burps. The final part is the Alpha CRS. So this is the third part of the Vitality Pack. I really believe that this is why most people feel like a different person within the first 30 days of taking this. If you look at the ingredients and what they can do, you'll realize very quickly that this product is kind of like taking a fire extinguisher to your body. So if you've seen, inflammation is killing us all, which it pretty much is, when you look at the ingredients, right, buzzwords you've heard for the last 10 years, turmeric, curcumin, green tea extract, grapeseed extract, coenzyme Q10, quercetin, polyphenols, like all those buzzwords, right? Those are all key to bringing down those inflammation levels so you feel like a new person ready to tackle your day. And it's all in the Alpha CRS. So that means that you can stop spending so much money on individual supplements and stop wasting your time taking all these ingredients separately because it's already in here. So this trio pack is your secret weapon. It will act like a high-speed phone charger for your body to get you to 100% every day, faster than anything else. If after 30 days of taking the full dose you don't feel a difference, doTERRA will give you a 100% refund on these, no questions asked, even if your bottles are empty. So by the way, order them on Loyalty Rewards because you get them. It breaks it down to about $28 a bottle, which you can't even get the bad vitamins in the store for 28 bucks. So if you try to recreate this in the health food store, you're going to pay over $250. So I hope you give it a try. Let me know. I have a before and after survey so you can track your results, and I hope everybody tries them.
Thanks, Heidi. That was amazing. That was amazing. Thank you. All right, Laura Whipperman, we're handing it over to you to share your knowledge.
Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be with everyone tonight talking about falling back to a healthy routine. And my topic is about sleep. And I don't know about you. Maybe some of us have kiddos that are going back to school and need to get back on a better sleep routine. Maybe some of us are at that point or that certain age in our lives where sleep just, restful sleep just eludes us. Or maybe you're a mom and you need to get back to adulting in the fall. So whatever the reason, sleep is super, super important. Our brain is working during our sleep. So it's processing information that was received during the day. It's eliminating information that was not needed. And our body is recuperating and rejuvenating at the cellular level while we sleep. And there are different levels of sleep that we go through each night, which allows the brain and the body to both rest and recover. So if we don't get adequate sleep, does that harm us? And if so, how? Well, up to 70% of Americans suffer from inadequate sleep or poor sleep patterns and behaviors. And there's many causes of us not getting restful sleep. We can have maybe frequent interruptions. Maybe we have children who wake up during the night and interrupt us. Maybe we get up to go to the bathroom. Maybe a child has a nightmare, a night tremor, just something in the night that is traumatic that wakes them up, or they have to get up and use the bathroom. Maybe we have a poor sleep environment, and I'll talk more about that later. Maybe we're consuming some stimulants, some caffeine before we go to bed or after dinner. Maybe we have stress and we're carrying that to bed with us, and children can have that too. Or maybe we're participating in some really distractive things like technology and screen time that affects our sleep. These things can all have a really serious impact on us. We can have, we're subject to mood and emotional changes when we have lack of restful sleep. Cardiovascular health is compromised. Our immune system is suppressed or compromised. We have the inability to lose or to maintain our weight. Lack of sleep affects our decision-making abilities and our motivation. It also can affect learning. So these are really good reasons to try to ensure that we have restful sleep each night, right? Well, which essential oils are good for restful sleep? I looked up 4 ways to achieve sleep readiness. To prepare our bodies for sleep, there are kind of 4 categories that we can think about. And one is being calmed. So having calming oils while we're getting ready for sleep is good. And those oils, what they have in common is that they have a high level of esters. But that's lavender, clary sage, petitgrain, Roman chamomile, and bergamot. Another way to achieve sleep readiness is to be soothed. And the oils that are soothing are melissa, ylang ylang, and dill. Believe it or not, dill. I was really surprised about that one. Grounding is another way to achieve sleep readiness, and they have the ketones, these oils, cedarwood, sandalwood, and vetiver. And finally, warming. Having that warm feeling in our body prepares us for sleep, and thyme is a good oil to use to feel warming. And it's because it's a little bit of a spicier oil, so it's warming to the skin. Also, I want to just talk about the Serenity Rest Soft Gels. That has lavender in it, which was a calming oil. It also has L-theanine and 3 panicle extracts that help restful sleep. Restful oil has most of those sleep oils that sleep readiness oils that I just mentioned above. Things, the Serenity Blend and the Serenity Complex together, those two optimal restful sleep. So you could try those 2 if you haven't already. So how can I use essential oils for restful sleep? I came up with 6 ways that we can do that. One is diffuse. So set your diffuser 30 minutes before you go to bed and put in one of those oils, whether it be the calming, the soothing, the grounding, or the warming. 30 minutes before bedtime, and I'll give you my favorite diffuser blend. It is the Bomb Diggity, and I got that from my sweet daughter. She gave me that idea and tip, and we use it on the kids, and we use it for ourselves. It's 3 drops of Breathe and 3 drops of lavender together in the diffuser, and the lavender is so calming and soothing. The Breathe helps open the airways and helps us breathe easier during the nighttime. So that's my little tip for you on a diffuser blend. I will also post, when Amy puts this video up, I'll post a sheet of great bedtime diffuser blends for all of you to have. Another way to use oils for restful sleep is to put them in your bath or shower. So in your bath, you can put some of those essential oils that I mentioned above, and you could add Epsom salts or a little bit of milk to the bath, and that's going to help emulsify or spread those oil molecules out throughout the water. But you can even get ready for sleep by taking a warm shower. Just put a drop or 2 of whatever oil you're going to use on the floor of the shower. And when you step into that shower, you'll be breathing in the oil. And another great tip for showers is you can put a drop of a calming or a soothing oil in your shampoo. And then you're going to smell that in your hair as you drift off to sleep. Pillows and bedding is another way to use essential oils. You can make a bedtime spray with just a couple drops of oil and some water in a spray bottle. You can have a bedtime tea. Of course, you want to pick a tea with no caffeine in it, but bergamot and Roman chamomile are both really great options for a bedtime tea. You could give your loved ones a bedtime massage to relax and de-stress. And you could just practice some good sleep behaviors, like have the temperature be perfect, not too hot, not too cold. Go to bed at a good time. It's really important to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day to just establish a good pattern. No screen time, 30 minutes or more before bed, and make sure you have comfortable bedding and pillows. So I want to just mention one more thing before I'm done, and that is that the Restful Sleep collection, it's only available to people who are on the LRP, the monthly shipment. It's $140 at wholesale, and doTERRA put this collection together to really help us with our sleep issues, as many of us, up to 70% of Americans have that. It's called the Calm and Harmony Collection. It includes peace, balance, lavender, petitgrain, cedarwood, wild orange, the Serenity Restful Blend, and the Serenity Restful Complex Soft Gels. And it's a great thing to order on your next LRP if restful sleep is something that you want to get back to and establish as a great health goal. So that's all I have, and I'll post some resources for you after Amy puts this up. And I think Emily is going to talk to us next, right?
Hey guys, so I'm going to talk about digestion. So the first thing that I was going to talk about, guess, LLV, the thing that I feel like I talk about all the time, but Heidi totally covered all our bases. So LLV, like hands down the best thing for digestion. Like, you know, if you're just getting back into it with the fall, if you have kids heading back into school, kind of wherever you're at, LLV is just like where it's at. Best thing for digestion. For kids, so the kids' vitamins, they have chewable vitamins that are awesome. They taste like watermelon. They have alpha CRS in it, which is in the LLV, awesome for them to have, and a superfood blend. So that's also great for energy and digestion. These are also a great option. You know, I hear a lot of people being like, oh, it's so many pills, you know, 12 pills is so many to swallow. Just do the kids' chewables if you can't do the pills, if you can't swallow it. It's great. The omegas too, they come in liquid form for the kids. They've the wild orange flavor, and that's going to give them additional brain and digestive support too. The next thing that's going to help with digestion, PB Assist Junior. Those I actually do have to show you, like Vanna White here. So they come in these little packets, and they seriously taste like candy. So they come like this. You can put them in water. You can put them right in your mouth. And they honestly, I do not understand how these are probiotics and they taste so good. I don't get it. But I will alternate, like as an adult, we'll alternate taking the PB Assist actual like adult pill and then the probiotics, because I just think they taste amazing, and I'm still getting, it's like 6 billion live enzymes in there too. So awesome thing for digestion and immune support too. Those probiotics for immune support for you and for your kids as they're heading back to school for sure. The next one is DigestZen. Obviously, this is like the go-to for digestive oil. This is a great one to have, you know, send with your kid if they're going somewhere. If not everybody loves the smell of DigestZen oil, and so the touch might be a great option. So it comes in a roller like this, already diluted. That would be a great one to send with your little one off to school. They can rub on their stomach if they're not feeling good. No one's the wiser. It's like much less strong. But great one for an adult to have too. Keep it by your desk at work for any digestive issues too. Because not everybody likes the smell of DigestZen, peppermint is another really great option if you're having stomach issues. So good one to keep by you at work. It's also great for focus, helping you wake up in that mid-afternoon slump. Same thing, you know, with kids, you're going to want to dilute that on kids just because it is like, it's got that intense cooling feeling. And so if kids have more sensitive skin, you'll probably want to do it in the touch form, which is great. And the beadlets, the peppermint beadlets are amazing. I have a friend, I don't think she's on the call, Kelsey, who just had an amazing story with like having these terrible stomach issues, popped a peppermint beadlet and realized 5 minutes later, like, oh, I feel a lot better. And that's a quarter drop of oil. And then it really doesn't smell because you've just ingested it. So those are great things to have on the go. Keep it by your desk, keep it in your bag for like, oh, I'm not feeling so great. Peppermint beadlets will help settle that really quickly. And the last thing is lemon in your water. Just putting a drop in your water, in your kids' water in the morning, and that offers like a really gentle detox of your system. Really great for your digestive system, your kids' digestive system. Just as usual, make sure it's in a glass or stainless steel container, not plastic, to be carrying around all day. So those are just some tips to help as you're like revamping your digestive system. Everybody's eating different foods back at school, whatever it is. You're like not at the farmer's market anymore on the weekends. This will help get your body ready for fall. I don't know who's next. Sorry, Aim.
Laura J's next. Thanks, Em.
Thanks, Emily.
So I am here to talk to you guys about immune support, and I broke it down how I do it weekly, daily, and then as needed, or PRN for all you nursing staff. So weekly, I'm using my On Guard detergent, and you only need a little bit, you guys. It's 1 tablespoon. So a little bit goes a long way. You get this like little, we're used to these huge detergents. We get this little bottle, and it's only a little bit goes a long way. And then I diffuse weekly. I diffuse On Guard in my kitchen, and I diffuse it in my office on a weekly basis, just to kind of like get rid of like any bacteria, things that might be going on like countertops, because On Guard is amazing for cleansing the air, cleansing your countertops, and I'll just diffuse. And then during the week, I will put On Guard on the bottom of my feet, and it's safe to put on your kiddos' feet. And then I put a little bit on the back of my neck. Be careful not to do that right after you shower, because your pores are going to be open. And so there's a lot of spicy oils in there, so be careful with that. But on the bottom of your feet is the safest place, and that's going to boost your immunity. That's going to help you feel better. And I do that about every other day, but it's safe to do every day. And then daily, I'm using my hand wash, my foaming hand wash. That was a nice BOGO last month, so hopefully everybody got one of those. And I'm using my toothpaste every day. I love, love, love my toothpaste, and I know that there's a lot of dentists that are using that now as well and recommend that. And then the only thing I have with me at my office is my On Guard hand sani that I have in my purse, in my bag. It's with me everywhere. And then like on a daily basis, I also am using my oregano. Thanks to everybody who's been talking about using oregano. I'm using my oregano roller on the bottom of my feet daily as well. And then as needed, I'm using On Guard soft gels. So just last week, I woke up with a sore throat, and I started using my On Guard soft gels and using my On Guard on the bottom of my feet and my oregano. And no kidding, after not even 2 days, you guys, I don't want to lie. It was only a day that I felt better. My sore throat was gone. So I'm not saying that'll happen for everybody, but it definitely worked for me. And then also there's throat drops. So if you haven't tried the throat drops, the On Guard throat drops, I would definitely stock up on those for winter time and like things coming up with all the germs coming around. So that's kind of your breakdown for weekly, daily, and then as needed. Thanks, guys.
That was perfect. That was perfect. One of the first times I drove to Illinois to teach a class for Laura J, I shamed her publicly because when I went into her bathroom, there was like a nasty hand soap. And I don't typically don't worry, you can have me over and I'll be really friendly. But I was like, oh girl, this is so she's really come a long way. I'm really proud of her. That was beautiful. Okay, Lindsay, we're handing it over to you for classroom tips.
Hi, everyone. I'm coming to you from Wisconsin. Super excited about being able to say that. And we had a couple things that I was going to talk about. So first of all, I was going to say Play-Doh is a really great tool that you can use with your essential oils. I will post the link in our chat so that you can get the recipe. But basically, I tend to gravitate towards our old emotional oils, and I've started using our new emotional oils in the Play-Doh. But that's a really great tool for kiddos when they come home from school and they kind of just need a little downtime before they start homework, before they start running around the house. So that's a great arsenal tool that you can pull out. I was going to also mention that in your emotions books, if you look at the back of the book, there's a couple different appendixes, and one of them is Appendix B and C that I'm going to quickly point out, but I really like how they break down different emotions and refer you to the oils that you would use or the blends that you would use for that. And I will post in the comments below, but I was thinking some of these emotions are really good for parents or for students. And I think and even for teachers, why would you not want to maybe diffuse these or have these available to your children in a roller bottle in their backpacks or in their pockets, or to start the day this way? But some of the words that jumped out to me would be peaceful, trusting, focused, alert, rested, relaxed, optimistic, self-assured, open, tolerant, have some self-control, responsible, belonging, empowered, protected, and to be rid of toxic energies. So I think those are all really great ways that you can use the essential oils to help you in the classroom. And then the last thing I was going to mention is in the classroom, or teacher gifts for in the classroom. I have done in the past where I've gifted hand sanitizers, and I've usually added, just to make it different across, but I've added like, oh, maybe I'll put a couple drops of wild orange in the hand sanitizer, or put a couple drops of lavender, or I tend to put a lemongrass because it has the effect of making people grateful, and what teacher doesn't want that in the classroom? Or I've done like foaming hand wash. Again, I would add a couple oils in there just depending on what the teacher was looking for. I've had a personalized roller bottle based on things that they're going through, or even focus room spray. I've done lotions, or an aroma touch is a really great way to send a thank you to one of your children's teachers. So hopefully those are all good ideas for you for really cheap gifts around the holiday time or end of the school year, or even at the beginning of the school year, so you can help the teacher that way, because who doesn't want to start the school year that way? And I'm going to pass it off to Sarah with some talk about emotions and back to school.
There we go. Hey, everybody. So I'm a little scattered. I apologize. I did a class once already tonight, so hopefully I have the right set of notes in front of me. I did mine mostly about like kind of that back to school routine, and I went back to my convention notes from 2016 because I remembered there was some good talks there about emotions. And a couple things jumped out at me. The first one was from Dr. Hill, and he said emotions are chemicals. And what you feel emotionally becomes how you feel physically. So keep that in mind. When you have something happening to you physically, kind of think about what you're doing emotionally. Are you inflicting that upon yourself? And we went over some great things as far as immune support and things like that. So that's great to kind of combine all that knowledge together. And then the other thing was from Laura Jacobs, who said emotions are natural and necessary. So whether we want them or not, there they are, and we're going to have to deal with them. So when it's going back to school, parents could be elated. That would be me. I'm that parent. I'm excited. My child's going back to school next week. Some parents have some anxiety. Maybe they have littles. It's their first time going, or they just really enjoy that closeness. I have a teenager. I'm ready for some space. The kids can be grumpy, anxious, sad. They can be overly happy. If you have siblings that are left behind at home when someone goes off to school, there can be feelings of sadness, jealousy, confusion. So we have these great arsenal to work with. The first thing I'll talk about is our emotional aromatherapy oils, and their names speak for themselves. Excuse me. Cheer, motivate, peace, passion, console, and forgive. So as those words jump out at you, those emotions you should be able to relate those things and use them accordingly. They have the touch roller balls. Diffusing is great. When I think of emotions, I always think of the high-strung emotions that I need to bring down. So the oils that come to mind for me are Balance, our grounding blend. It's soothing aromatically, and just inhaling deeply sometimes is all you need. But of course, applying topically is a great option, and so is diffusing. Vetiver calms the mind. Lavender calms the body. Cedarwood, sandalwood, frankincense, copaiba. Do you see the pattern here? These are all trees. These are woods. These are roots. Those are things that are grounding and calming, and those are the oils that I tend to reach for because evidently I'm high-strung emotionally. Now, if it's the opposite, maybe your mornings are rough, okay? You need something to get going. So maybe get up early, start the diffuser with some peppermint or some cheer and motivate, my favorite 1-2 punch. Wild orange, lemon, lime, any of those are great for uplifting if you're not a get up and go first thing in the morning person. Oops, let me go back to my notes here. Another thing that I thought of while we do this, depending on the age of your children, study time can really be a stressful environment for your children. Also it can end up in some really ugly conversations sometimes as emotions run high. And some things you can do prior to study time with your children are use oils like frankincense, rosemary, or Intune to help them become calm and focused and have a more productive study time. And that helps keep emotions running level if they're a little more focused and feeling more confident about what they are doing. So use your oils, use your teammates or your upline if you have questions, but I hoped these tips helped you tonight and everybody has a productive school year. Thanks.
Thanks, Sarah. Those were perfect. You're a class machine. Kara Manders, we're passing it over to you.
Hey, everyone. How's it going? Sorry if I'm looking a little tired. It's way past my bedtime. I am a personal trainer by day, and so I get to talk to you guys about sports and fall activities. I'm really glad that I'm after the people that talked about the LLV, the sleep, and the digestion, because without those, there's really no way to reach your goal, whether it's sports performance, weight loss, or even muscle gain, or if your son or daughter is an athlete, they have to have those things first. So I wanted to mention that. I also wanted to talk about some of the things that I use typically on a daily basis, depending on whether I'm working out and kind of where I'm at emotionally. But during your workout or right before your workout, it's always good to use peppermint to kind of give you an extra boost of energy so you can make it through. I tend to like breathe better because it'll do the same thing for me. So definitely utilize that as an option as well. I am also a on guard gal. Great thing to have on hand when you're touching other equipment, if you're at the gym, or if you're around as many people as you are throughout your time at the club or school sports or that sort of thing. So that's definitely something that I have at all times, just to protect me from all of the nasty germs that are around those facilities. As for during the workout or after the workout, I always use my Deep Blue. I use the rub for that, and I use it a lot, whether it's on my joints or the muscles directly. That really does help me get through the workouts or even just the post-workout pains. So you're definitely going to want to make sure you have that on hand. It's also a great thing that you could throw in your students' athletic bag. You can definitely get the sample packs, and then they're 1-time, 2-time uses, so you're not having to lose the bottle or make a mess in the bag. It's quick and easy for them, and that's a great thing that they could use before their workout, during the sporting event, or even after as well. So definitely something to keep on hand at all times. And then the sleep aspect too, making sure that you are recovered properly, because there's no way that you're going to perform if you're tired. So making sure that you're getting sleep and using your lavender for that. So some of the things that I have in my gym bag at all times, I have a list of 6, and I wanted to make sure that you guys had those in kind of list order, because I'm a list type person. So my Deep Blue, my On Guard hand sanitizer, I utilize the Breathe, the lavender, the lemon is great too if you just need an extra little energy boost or uplifting mood during your workout, and then the Digest Zen, so that you're able to feel internally good as well while you're working out. So recommendation is to have one of the keychain packs that has the little drams in there, so that you can have all of those on hand at any time, and then the sample packs as well. I think that's all that I have for you guys. So next up is Gary. He's going to be talking about focus and concentration.
Thanks, Kara. That was amazing. Hey, everybody. True story. I didn't tell Gary was on the call tonight. So, do I look like Gary? Hey, everybody. Got my glasses on. Okay, well, because we're technically one at this point because we're married, I will share about focus and concentration on his behalf. So these are the oils that he uses. He loves Intune for its results, doesn't necessarily love the smell. So how he likes to use it is on the bottoms of his feet or maybe his lower spine. And here's the trick, everybody, with Intune. You can use this on your kid. It's not a touch roller. It doesn't come diluted. Keep that in mind. It comes out really fast. So if you go like this on your child's spine, or you put like, more than just a dot, their friends are going to wonder why they smell that way. Please don't do that to them. Please don't. Please don't make them the smelly kid. Just be discreet about it. You just need a little bit, even a dot at the base of the brainstem. It comes out really fast, okay? Intune, love it. Gary also loves using Balance. Puts it on the bottoms of his feet, or kind of on his neck, and that's really helpful. He noticed a huge difference with the Lifelong Vitality Pack, so I do have to add that as well. And the other thing that I know is often really helpful is just to pop a peppermint beadlet. So look, I'm Gary. That was great. Now I'm Amy again, because the last person you get to hear from is extra special. It's Cynthia's daughter. Her name is Annalise, and she has this super great video that you are all going to love. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and hopefully this works. This is her morning routine that you're about to see. Can everybody see my screen? Can you give me a thumbs up? Oh, good. Thumbs up. All right, let's see it. Hopefully.
Hello, brushing her teeth. Now she's putting some lavender on her wrist. We're keeping, what is it, baby? Nice and calm? Yeah. And put it
calm and nice.
Yep. And where else do you put it?
On your neck.
Yeah, behind your ears. Okay, go ahead. Good job. Are you excited for school? Nice. Now she's taking her PV Assist for, what is that for, baby?
My tummy.
Good job. Good job. How does that taste? Like strawberries?
It tastes like candy.
Okay. That's for your immune support. It's on Guard Beadlet. And just like that, you're ready to school. Nice. Hand sanitizer, we can't go without. Right?
Yeah.
Have a beautiful day. Say bye.
Bye.
All right. There was Miss Annalise. Okay, so hopefully there was a lot of really great tips. We still have our raffle left, but a big thank you to everybody who shared all your wisdom and your experience and all the different things. Extra shout out to Gary for such great sharing tonight. Okay, so raffles. Let's start with our On Guard hand sanitizer. On Guard sanitizing mist. I'll never get it right. This actually goes to Vanessa Reynolds. Are you on with us? Yeah, she is. Vanessa, you go ahead and shoot me your address, and this is yours, all right? Next, I've got a DigestZen Touch. So Em talked a little bit about this. I love that it's diluted and ready to go. It's so great. It's wonderful. And this is going to Emily Burnt. Is she still on? Yes, she is. Okay, good. You send me your address too. I love it. All right, and the last thing, I have a Serenity. Laura Whipperman talked about using this for sleep, and I love diffusing this blend at night. So this actually goes to Gail Barton. Are you still on, Gail? Yes, she is. Okay, Gail, you send me your address too. Perfect. All right, everybody, we will be back. Okay, this is important because I've made a change. Are you ready? So next month, a big group of us are going to Salt Lake City, and we're going to get to learn about and even get our hands on the new products. It's going to be very exciting. So we typically, the third Monday would be the 24th. It's like right when we get back. I can't. I'll be like a vegetable. So we're going to do it on Wednesday, the 26th at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay? So Wednesday the 26th, if you want to hear about the new amazing products that I am sleeping at night because I'm diffusing Serenity. But if I weren't, I wouldn't be able to sleep from my excitement for it. So join us on Wednesday the 26th for our next month's call. And thanks again for being on tonight. I will post the recording link and all this information as soon as it uploads. Bye, everybody.